and for Manchester City. 37 games played, 95 points for the champions. Liverpool have 94, and remember, Liverpool have only lost one league game all season to City. So, on Sunday, all eyes on Sussex, the Amex Stadium. Brighton, Manchester City's opponents. If they win that, they are champions. If they don't, then Liverpool have to beat Wolves at Anfield and hope, as they have been doing over these last 13 league games, hope that Manchester City can drop points. And look at that for a run at exactly the right time. Remember, Manchester City beaten on a cold, frosty Tuesday night at St James's Park. They thought they might have lost their grip on the title that night. Since, they've won 13 out of 13, and nobody's ever won 14 in a row to go on and clinch a Premier League title. And in that period, they have conceded only 3 goals.
Wow.
The standard this season we are witnessing, truly remarkable. Blue and white ribbons still on the trophy, still the destiny is in Manchester City's hands this season. After that, over the Premier League years, we've seen a lot over this incredible Premier League season. Where does that moment rank?
Wow, what a man, what a goal, what a strike. I mean, the timing of it, it was just incredible. He had a thought, shall I shoot? And then no, he thought, no, I'm not. And then he decided to do it again. I mean, it was absolutely inch perfect. The 3 goalkeepers in there, they wouldn't have stopped that one. It was. I mean, he'd never hit one like that. He'll never hit another one like that as well. But incredible, absolutely staggering.
You know him well. He just seems to be the man for the moment.
You know what? He's such a special guy as a captain, as a leader. For all those talented players, he's the heartbeat of that football club. And, you know, as good a coach as Pep Guardiola is, he needed somebody to step up today. He needed a leader, and that is the definition of a leader. Absolutely remarkable. Couldn't have happened to a better player, a better guy. Manchester City fans, if they could have drawn it up, it would have been that. I mean, when does Vincent Kompany score from that far out, even take a shot on? You see what it means to him. Everything he's been through, the injuries, the ups and downs. What did he cost? 5, 6, 7 million pounds 11 years ago.
Not a bad investment.
Might have been one of the best investments in Premier League history. Really, it's just unbelievable.
I mean, it's extraordinary. It's his first goal in over 12 months since he scored in the Manchester Derby defeat. He's soaking up every minute. A lot of people had written him off, Alan. He's only starting a 12th league game all season.
I know he's had his injury problems, but you can't keep a good guy down, and he's one of the good guys. No, it's just for City, for the Premier League, for him himself. It was just an unbelievable moment. I mean, I'm sat there thinking, no, don't have a shot. Yeah, because but he obviously didn't listen. He's just an incredible leader. And when it was tough for them tonight, it was really tough. Leicester made it very, very difficult for them. They were stubborn. They were well organised. When they got through, Kasper Schmeichel saved them on 2 occasions. Both of them from Aguero, 2 very good saves. And you just thought, and we all thought in the studio, and I'm pretty sure that the fans were all thinking, no, it's just one of those nights. It's not going to go in the back of the net. And when you get those, you need someone to produce something special, a bit of magic. And he did that.
And I guess so, and the Liverpool fans were thinking along those lines as well. Maybe, just maybe, they're not going to find a way through.
Well, you think, you know, the chance for me and Acho at the end, I mean, we said it's about fine margins, it is, but that was a great shot. You know, Vincent Kompany with all the staff there behind the scenes, Carlo, who's his physio, who's his headman, so all the staff that make up a football club behind the scenes, just look at them all coming over. I mean, and all the lads, the great thing is, it's so funny because, look, even guys, kids are there, that's amazing. What a moment for him. You know, one of the most iconic moments I can think of in a long time in Premier League. It's just
so nice, eh? Wonderful.
Some scenarios you can't write.
Oh, he's actually saying, you know what? I think Daddy did really rather well tonight, kids. Fantastic.
When you look at his reaction as well, I mean, he's such a popular figure, as you say, not just player and a leader and a man. And you look at, he's actually soaking up every second here. Owen, isn't he?
But you know, Steve, he's been through as good a career as he's had. He's had some of the most special moments of a player could have, but he's had, you know, he's been on a roller coaster of emotions with the injuries that he had to come through. I've experienced that as well, and to be able to come back and to potentially decide a Premier League title at 33 years old with your first goal of the season, literally, it's a fairy tale. It's like a superhero.
We spoke about attitude before the programme, about players having the right attitude, the right hunger, the right desire. Well, there's never been a moment in this guy's career that anyone can ever question that, because that comes first to him. Work, doing the right things, professionalism, and then you get your rewards. And as I said, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. The man of the moment. What a special strike.
He's the ultimate leader. Manchester City doing their lap of appreciation in their final home game of the season. You can see the emotion in his eyes there, Owen.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's a giant of a guy and a super player and a leader, really a special one. But even the strongest warrior, you know, this moment is just something that it's hard to. This is why we love football, you know, really do. It's just everything he's been through. To be there with his kids on the football pitch, an iconic goal. You think back to the Aguero one. This could be equally as powerful. You mentioned his injury there. Do you think, honestly, he's had thoughts that he would never do this again? He's never experienced adrenaline of this again? 1,000,000%. You know, if you've been to the amount of injuries that he's had, I've been there. You know, sometimes you don't know if you're going to get the opportunity again. Never mind to compete, you know, but to decide a Premier League title at this level, you know, amazing.
And also, with the investment that's gone into that football club, with the turnover of players, for him still to be playing a huge part as he is, I just think that sort of encapsulates what and who he is. Because we've both had injuries. There is dark days when you have injuries where you think, I'm not sure that the light's at the end of the tunnel here. You can't see that far forward, and it really is lonely at times. But you've got to have a great character to get through that, and he has. And he had the belief of the manager as well, because a lot of people raising their eyebrows in the last few weeks that Vincent Kompany was starting these games.
Well, Alan makes a good point. You know, they've invested, what, £50 million on Stones? Otamendi was, what, 30, 40 million?
Laporte was 50.
Still, when it comes to decide a crucial game, if Vincent Kompany's fit, he's your first choice as a centre-back. And that tells you everything you need to know about Vincent Kompany. As good a manager as Pep is, he makes everybody better. As a centre-back, what price would Vincent Kompany cost nowadays in the current climate? With his leadership, with his ability, and that goal, just really, really proud of him, because he's a brilliant leader. He really is. And as you see, the players love him, the fans love him. Big moment for him.
You see how much it means to him as well.
And he is a dying breed in the modern game, Alan. That leader.
Well,
much influence on and off the pitch.
Yeah, that leader. I mean, we spoke about Van Dijk beforehand. Also, Liverpool. He's in a similar mould as that. These captains, these leaders, they're the ones you look to when things aren't going as well as you want. These are the guys that roll their sleeves up and say, "Come on." You saw it in the first half. Shea mentioned it at half-time, where the crowd was edgy, the crowd was nervous, but he was the one that's going around just telling them to calm down, have patience, have the belief, don't change anything and don't panic. So yeah, absolutely dying breed.
I mean, everybody, at times it looked like it was fate for Liverpool. You know, all the late goals, all the things that happened, but you couldn't help but say it could be fate, you know, in terms of Vincent Kompany. When does he get in a position like that where he strikes it from 25 yards out into the top corner? Just...
There's our very own Shea Given, who of course played with him at the Etihad. And you just wonder, Owen, I mean, there is a possibility, albeit a slight one, we don't know, whether this is the last time he walks around the Etihad as a Manchester City player.
Well, his contract is up. He is 33 years old, but I think with that strike and everything he's contributed to Manchester City, I think he just signed a lifetime deal.
Statue status.
He's got a job for life there, hasn't he, if he wants one? Yeah, even before today's game.
He did, yeah.
We're saying this because of his performance and because of his goal. We would have said all of this before the game, because he's a type of character you can rely on. And I know he's just had a very, very special 95 minutes and a special strike, but we would have said all of that beforehand about him. And that tells you everything you know, I think. You need to know.
And Pep Guardiola is one game away from closing out, retaining the Premier League title. That's how big a moment that is for Vincent Kompany.